Hello everybody, I hope you're all doing really well. You've probably clicked on this video because you struggle to focus for very long hours and you keep on getting distracted. And how do you basically solve that? Well, my name's Alicia. I've developed a focus system. I was just like you 5 months ago. I struggled to focus. I remember constantly just checking my phone. I couldn't concentrate for long hours, just like you. And over the past few months, I've basically developed this whole entire system. Every single time I had to do a task or homework or just anything, I could focus for long hours, anything up to like 5 hours a day, without even getting burnt out or losing focus or getting distracted by things like my phone, social media. Not just that, I've been able to declutter my brain with this system as well. And that's what I want to do for you guys. Focus is so important and progressing, getting things done. And that's exactly why I want to share this system with you guys. So that's what I'm going to be doing, revealing every single step that I do every single day. One thing before I actually get into this video, I do want to warn you, this video is going to be pretty raw, is because of this flashy editing, and it takes your focus away from my words. Focus is something that's important, so I want you to pay attention on what I'm saying and the system that I'm going to show you. Let's get into it. Okay, so before we actually get into the rest of the entire system that I'm going to show you in this video, we need to understand the root of the problem. So the reasons why, the factors that actually sabotage your focus. So the first one is social media has ruined your attention span, and the constant notifications on your phone are all distracting you, and you're just getting distracted by your phone because you feel like you have to pick it up and check the notifications or whatever it is, and it sidetracks you off what you're supposed to be doing. These, as I said in the beginning of this video, the stupid flashy Mr. Beast style videos not only just ruining your attention span again, but it's actually brainwashing your brain for the instant dopamine. So every time you see these flashy animations or these over-edited videos, your brain is being trained to have that cheap dopamine. Leading on from that is overstimulation. So anything that is work related, your brain basically sees as really, really boring, and it wants something that is fun, like the social media or the flashy videos. And something that's fun will give you dopamine. So things like music, social media, these instant videos, eating junk food, so basically cheap dopamine. Your brain, like, even if, let's say you've picked up a task, you're doing some homework or whatever, and you've just spent like an hour on social media just scrolling before you need to do a task, your brain is not ready. Your brain is not prepared. So leading on from that is you have a lack of clarity, you have no plan, your brain is not organized, and you have no clue on how to even carry out the task you need to do. Another really important factor, your workspace is an absolute mess. Like, if you look around you, is your desk tidy or clean? You haven't eaten or drunken enough water, and you didn't sleep enough, and you just feel really tired overall. So that is another major factor, which I'm going to go over later, but just let's hold on for a second. Another reason is, some people like to multitask, but multitasking actually spreads your focus, and it doesn't allow you to give your tasks full attention. So for example, let's say I'm filming my video, let's say I'm journaling at the same time, let's say I'm doing homework at the same time. You cannot give your full attention to the task you need to do. Now that we've gone through the actual root of the problems of why you can't focus, we now need to go over the system. And each part is very important. I've developed this system over my 6 months of my entrepreneurial journey and just my self-improvement journey as a whole. So let's go through the first one. Number one is organization. How can you stay organized? First of all, what I like to do is I like to create to-do lists of what needs to be done every single day. I usually have notebooks with me and I write down stuff that I need. Once I started writing everything down, like I've just shown you in my little book here, my brain became so much more clearer, and I basically decluttered my brain, and I felt like I could think more clearly. I could see my tasks on paper, and I didn't have to worry about remembering it. I've got to do that. It's all on paper. Completing the most important task first. Because a lot of people think, I need to do this, I need to do that, and they don't know where to start, and that goes back to the lack of clarity. So writing out a clear plan of how I'm going to carry out a task is what I love to do all the time. I did this yesterday because I had to film a bunch of things. I also had to edit up them, and then I had to create images for them, and I had to obviously keep track of of them. So having a clear plan. For example, let's say you have revision. What are you going to start with first? Start with maths. What are you basically going to do to revise for maths? Another really important thing is routines. Routines is so important. If you don't have a really good routine, then your day just feels really unstructured. Make sure that you tidy your workspace. If your workspace looks really messy, it doesn't look appealing to work in, then you need to clean your workspace, because for you to focus, you need to be working in an area that you basically enjoy working in. So the next part of my focus system is part 2. Eliminating distractions, turning off your notifications on every app on your phone. The only notifications that I literally get is like Stripe, Lead Connector, Spotify, and reminders. But things like distracting apps like Instagram, I have no notifications on YouTube or YouTube Studio or Facebook or WhatsApp. I have no notifications for them. Another thing that I like to do is I have this app called Opal, which basically allows me to track my screen time, how much time I'm spending on certain apps that I don't want to be spending time on, or just how much I'm spending on my phone overall. So how much I've spent today, and it says 100% focus score, which is absolutely amazing. The link of this app will be in the description, so if you're someone who you spend a lot of time on your phone and you want to track that, then get this app. Another really it's a trick that you can do is what I like to do is I like to turn my screen black and white. Your brain by default is attracted to shiny and bright colors, and black and white is considered boring. You'll feel less tempted to look at your phone. So for example, when I feel like I may be getting distracted or I don't feel like I want to do something, I will turn my phone black and white. I've had people tell me they've tried this and they've spent a whole entire day, they got revision done, or they got the things that they needed to do done because of this. So another thing that I wanted to add in here is stop going on your phone before you go to sleep, because the thing is, if you go on your phone whilst you're trying to sleep, you're overstimulating your brain, and your brain is trying to get ready for shutdown and go to sleep basically. Number 3, this is the third part of the system, music. You guys are going to enjoy this one. So what I like to do is I like to listen to calm music whilst I'm doing work, music with no lyrics. For example, the most I listen to whilst doing work is Minecraft music. Basically what it does is the game is creative, and you're in the game to build things, and having that music associates it with that creativity, so it will bring out creativity. Another thing you can do is listen to chilled lo-fi, classical music even, or just water/rain sounds. Make sure the song has no lyrics. Even if it's your most favorite pumped up song, you still don't listen to music with no lyrics. You want to have a balance between it's fun to listen to, but it's also not too distracting, because music is so overstimulated, so oversexualized, and overall music is just a distraction as a whole. I remember finding myself flicking through these overstimulated songs because I felt like they weren't enough. So just make sure you're listening to the right music. Music has a very interesting and significant impact on your behavior, so make sure that you listen to that kind of music. Or if you listen to that beat type music, then just have it with no lyrics. Listen to instrumentals of that. Just make sure it's not too hyped, because it can take your focus away, and your brain doesn't want to focus on too many things at the same time. Okay, if you do want my focus playlist, then just comment focus below and I will send you the link, and the link will be in the description as well for you to find it too. So now we're coming up to the last part of the system. There is one more part at the end that I'm going to go over, but first of all we need to go through this one, and it is the most important part of the system. And this is something that I've taken a lot more care of this week, because I felt like I wasn't doing a very good job at it, and I didn't have that balance between my work and this one factor. And I know a lot of people might not have it and may have it, so to have this is really important. Number 4, health. So looking after yourself is super important and can heavily affect the way you perform. For example, I wasn't looking after my skin very well. My face felt really greasy, and it felt really icky. So I started taking care of my skin. I had a skincare routine, so I wash my face every single day, and I use products that are good for my skin, and now it's clearer and it feels a lot more cleaner. Making sure that you are drinking enough water, you're not having junk food, and you are eating healthily. So for example, I have my water with me because I need to make sure that I need to drink water, because if you don't eat the right foods and you don't have enough water, again, you are going to feel tired, you're going to feel crap. That links to the beginning where I spoke about, your body doesn't feel ready. Again, I was eating a lot of junk food before, and I realized that having 2 times crisps every single day is definitely not a good idea. and you know, having cereal before bed is not a good idea. So for example, I basically created a whole entire health plan that I'm going to do every single day, and I recommend you do this too, to keep a track of like your health, because health is actually a very important factor of your life, and especially for focus, because if your body is not ready for focus, you cannot focus. Another thing, you need to be having at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep every single day. According to statistics and data, you can look it up, what's the average time for a 16-year-old to be sleeping every single day. And you know, when I don't get at least 7 hours of sleep, I feel so shit and tired, and I feel like I want to go to sleep. And your brain cannot focus when you're tired, because all your brain can basically focus on is, I want to go to sleep, I feel tired, and you know. So you want to up the chances of your focus, and you know, making sure that you're looking after yourself is so important. Even if you implemented all of these first 3, if you don't have the last one, then everything just doesn't really matter. Okay, the last part of the system is basically how this will work for you. Overall, you just need to take action. It's as simple as that. There's no magic tricks and there's no hidden things in this video. I'm honestly just giving you my system that worked for me, and I'm sharing it with you guys so it can work for you too. I spent 5 months figuring this out, so I know what I'm doing. I do it every single day. At first it's horrific trying to focus, especially if you get distracted all the time. I remember I couldn't barely sit for an hour, as I said in the beginning of this video. So in order for it to work for you, you basically just need to implement the strategies. You will be in the same position if you do not change. If you decide to leave this video and you are not going to implement these strategies or take action, then good luck on trying to fix your unfocused problem. So you will remain the same if you don't change. And again, I'm not trying to be horrible, honestly guys, I just want to help you, but if I don't push you to take action on fixing this unfocused thing, then you won't take action and you won't make a change. So I truly want to help you guys, as I said. You just need to have straight discipline, suck it up, push yourself, sit through it and go through it and do it. You get good at something, you can't get good at something if you don't practice and repeatedly do it a lot. So that is it for the entire system. We've gone through quite a lot. You know, I hope you've made notes. You can go back and watch the video if you didn't. But yeah, organization, eliminating distractions, music, and health are all the 4 key components of my focus system. And I really hope you found this valuable and you go ahead and implement this and it works for you. So you've made it this far into the video. I just want to congratulate you guys, because now that you've sit through this pretty long video and pretty unedited video, you've basically trained your brain to focus. So that's another tip too, and you've learned a lot of things, a lot of valuable information. So yeah, if you guys found all of this information, any of this information from this video valuable, please make sure to comment below. I love your feedback, guys, and I want to know what you guys think of it, if it works for you. If you want more like this, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any more videos like this. I'm going to be bringing out loads more videos about productivity and focus and self-improvement. If you found this helpful, then yeah, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.